Tommy used to work on the docks. You didn't feel no track. He's down on his luck. It's true. So she knows the time of day. Working for a man. She brings home her bed for love. For love. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's enough for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, and play it. What used to make it talk so tough? It's tough. She feels running away. When she drives in the night time, baby, it's okay. So, we gotta do what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we're making or
Hombre valiente.
You know we're live right now, right? Dre, you know we're live right now, right?
The Me Bounce thing? Y'all ate that up because rebounds, me bounce, rebound, anything that comes off that board, it's came with the me thing. Because bounce, me bounce, creep bounce, keep bounce, keep bounce, it's mine. Whoever came up with the me bounce thing, anything that comes off that board, it's mine.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Monday Night Madness in the building. I know what it is, man. I'm starting off this show every time with a fire remix that I create or something I come up with every Monday night. 9:56. I'm gonna start playing a hot fire mix to start off the show, put some pizzazz, some spice on the intros. All right. I know Marcus didn't know about that. I get it. Marcus didn't know about that. I heard him. You know you live? Yes, I knew I was live. I started 5 minutes early. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on this phenomenal Monday. Marcus the Alphabet's in the building. What's good, my guy? We're about to talk a whole lot of sports. This should get very interesting. There's a lot of things to talk about. You see his Cheshire Cat face. He got the Cheshire Cat smile on, which means I'm going to have to say at least once today, Marcus, you like always starting something at least once a show. I feel it in my spirit. It's coming. All right. But shout out to all y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share. All right. Like, share, bring a +1. Bring your auntie, cousins, uncle, nieces, nephews. I don't give a damn who it is. Bring them up in here. Time to talk some real sports.
Bring them out.
Don't make me play it. I will play it on the show. Don't play. Do not play. Do not turn me up. All right. Do not turn me down. DJ, turn me up. Okay. Listen. Marcus the Alphabets, bro. This NBA Finals. I don't know if you're watching it right now. Are you watching this?
I'm not watching it. I'll hop up in there. I'm just more concerned with the final result, so I can get my wings. I can't wait to see Russell K. You can just go ahead and shoot me $25 so I can go over to Wingstop and get me some wings, because this stuff's about to be over, man. We gotta start putting Halliburton. We gotta start this guy. He's starting to like emerge, man. He's having one of them playoff runs where this guy going forward, he's going to be one of them guys that people are going to mention, one of those playoff performers, man. This whenever you start entering legendary status. I'm not saying he's there yet, but these are the kind of games and series there where you can start making a name for yourself and people start considering you one of the upper echelon players in the league,
Yeah, I absolutely agree 110% with you on that, Marcus. They definitely better start putting some respect on some of these players' names, man. I really want to start off the show with a scroll patrol. And I know we're talking NBA, WNBA today. We got some NFL to talk about. But I wanted to start off the show with, hey, what's up, Year? Shout out to you. You posted this.
I posted something. What did I post? I post about 30.
Let's talk about this real quick. Yes, you did. You posted this. I'm gonna show you in about 5 seconds what you posted. Ready?
Yeah.
There you have it. You posted it.
Yeah. That's tough, man. It's really tough. I mean, I know some people, they're gonna give their answer based off of what their favorite sport is, and maybe their team hasn't been like as successful. But man, I mean, everybody has an argument. I would say that putting together a championship basketball team is probably the easiest out of all of them. And the reason why, because I think one or two players can change your fortunes a little bit. If you have an Allen Iverson, you have one all-time player on your team. We've seen teams with like one or maybe two good players that just take off and take their team to the final. You look at Allen Iverson back in the day, or Shaq and Kobe, or some of these duos that we look at, the Three Kings with Miami or whatever like that. So I think when you have there's what, 12 guys on a basketball team? 12? You can make a really good team really fast. And they're talking about, Greek Freak maybe going to the Spurs. You put Greek Freak with Anthony Davis and Wemby, and you put Greek Freak on the Spurs, I mean, you can change. Yeah, you put Greek Freak with Wemby over there, and now you can just those two guys alone, they can change the whole dynamics of your team. So I think the easiest one, and this is no disrespect to basketball. I just think because you have a smaller team, if you get like 2 or 3 really awesome players, like we saw, LeBron and Wade and Bosh, bam, the 3 Kings, that's what they call themselves, or the Heatles, or whatever it was they were calling themselves at the time. You can change your fortunes around pretty damn fast, because it's easier to get players. A football team is 53 people. And I know people are going, because it's football, Marcus, but I'm like 53 people. 53 people. And if you got a really good offense, you look at a team like the Bengals, all-world offense can just light you up, put up, 45, 50 points on the board. Okay. And your defense sucks. So it's like, it doesn't matter that you have you got maybe the best receiver in football. You got one of the best quarterbacks in football. You got maybe the best number 2 wide receiver. Okay. And then you don't make the playoffs. So I just think that the hardest is probably baseball. Then I would have to go probably, I'm going to say baseball, then hockey, then football. Then I think basketball is the easiest one to get a championship with. What do you think?
I respect your take, but I disagree.
Okay.
Hockey is the toughest.
Hockey? Okay.
And this is not just because I cover. First and foremost, for those who know me, you better check my check mark, my verification, okay? When I say this.
Google.
I cover all sports, from lacrosse to basketball to football to hockey to football. I cover them all. Hockey is the hardest. Let me tell you, when I say that the second most physical sport out of all major sports is hockey. Football is first. Here's the difference in why I say hockey instead of football. Football may have 53 players, but I use that 53 players I use that same argument against Marcus, because when you play hockey, you have to play both lines, which means offensively and defensively. You don't get to take too many shortcuts. You're playing both lines. You're playing 82 plus games. This isn't 5-minute quarters. We're talking 60 minutes of hockey. 82 games.
How many people are on a hockey team?
That's fine. 10, but like 10 to 15. But this is what I'm going to tell you. They have 3 lines, right? They have 3 lines in hockey. All 3 lines have to play offense and defense. You do not get too much. You do not get too much time to BS around when it's hockey. You don't get 53 players to go and constantly keep switching. You only got to play offense. You only got to play defense. You got to play both ends. You don't get to get away with that. And as physical as hockey is a very physical sport. You're constantly going up and down the ice. At least during plays, you get to get a couple seconds, come back into the huddle, and run a play. The only time that whistle blows is if there's a penalty, offside, or a goal. 9 out of 10 times.
Okay, what's
So-
harder to do? What's harder to do? Run down the field or skate down the ice rink? What's harder to do? A 300-pound man, a 300-pound man to run.
I give you the answer. I
Okay.
think most people who play hockey can run on the field. I think most players who play hockey can run on the field. Ask yourself how many football players can ice skate on one leg and up and down the ice rink. There's your answer. I'm just saying. I don't have any disrespect for football. Remember, I've covered them all.
I'm just saying. I'm asking this because I'm like, you got bigger.
Is very close. You mentioned, what did you say? Baseball? No, baseball is not even close. Marcus, baseball is not even close. I've watched baseball.
As far as physics,
baseball players are standing around for majority of the game.
I agree with you.
There's not a whole lot of physicality in baseball. I will tell you that baseball is 160 some games for a reason. You notice that baseball is double what hockey is and double what basketball is for a reason. It's because it's not very extenuating when it comes to energy. It's not. I give hockey and football a close 1A, 1B. I would say baseball would be.
Who's the better athlete? Football players or hockey players? Athlete.
Oh, football wise, yes, absolutely. I would say football.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just wondering where you're at as far as that.
No argument on that. Definitely football players. Not even close. Majority of the hockey players are 5'10", 5'11", 180 soaking wet. A lot of them. The biggest hockey players are like 220, 6 foot, 6'2". And that's just being honest. I've seen all of them. I've seen Ovechkin. I've seen Connor McDavid. I've seen who's the other greats? You can name them. I've seen them. Been covering hockey for 8 years. I've covered football.
Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby. I've seen Sidney Crosby. I've seen Jack Eichel. I've seen Patrick Kane. I've seen all these guys. They're very small. They're small compared to football players. Not even close. We are talking apples and oranges as it pertains to physical physique. But as far as extenuating energy and physicality and how many games you play 18 football games, 20 at the most if you win a Vince Lombardi Trophy, Super Bowl. In hockey, you play at least 100 games if you're winning a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, but if you have like 3 or 4, if you go through like a 3, 4, 5 game losing streak, every game in football is critical. You can't have like that. You can't have like several bad weeks in football. You just can't generally do it and recover from it. When you're playing that many games, you can have 7, 8, 9 game losing streak and still be okay. In football, you have 2, 3 game losing streaks, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what does it take to get to the playoffs? At least like 10-7 now, 9-8, 10-7. You have 2 4 game losing streaks. That makes you 9-8 at best. So I just think people are going to show favoritism to their sport. I'm not a big hockey fan, but I just
favoritism. And this is no favoritism because hockey is not my favorite sport. But again, I've covered them all and I've been in the locker rooms of every one of them. So I've seen it on and off the court. There's a difference. I would say hockey and football are 1A and 1B.
And see, here's the other thing I think that makes it so much harder for football. All those other sports, basketball, baseball, hockey, what do they have in common in their playoffs? Series. So you can have like a bad game. You have 2 bad games. You know, it's like, okay, you win the series.
You got one
win the
bad
series.
game, you going home in football.
In football, if you don't come out ready to play in football, you're cooked. So for me, I think that's a little. You have to be look. That 18-1 Patriots team. I think a lot of people, when you look at them historically, that 18-1 Patriots team, Tom Brady, Randy Moss, and all that, where they broke all those records. Can we say that that's probably the greatest team that played that didn't win a championship? I mean, they were just mowing through people. They were just destroying people. And then you have one bad game. The last game in the Super Bowl, you go 18-0 through the regular season and through the playoffs. And then you get to the final game, the Super Bowl, and you get manhandled. The Peyton Manning year, I think it was the 2013 Broncos team where Peyton Manning threw like 55 touchdowns. I think he threw 55 touchdowns. Just incredible season. He goes out there, and then in the Super Bowl, the damn Seahawks just blow him off the field. You know, so I just think, you know, you look at the even like as recently as this past year with the Chiefs, one bad game where you played really crappy. You played really crappy, and the Eagles just played outstanding, and they got you 24-0 at halftime. So I just think that when you look at the finality, you can have a bad game in the series, huh?
You mean the totality?
What did I say?
You said finality.
I said the finality. It's like the finality. The finality where you can. You don't get second chances. You don't get, oh, we had a bad game. We'll bounce back and make some adjustments.
We're talking about the totality of it all. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The finality of it is if you have one bad game.
About the end result, right? You talk about the outcome, the end result.
I'm talking about if you have one bad game or one bad half, and like the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, 24-0, and you're just like, they're scrambling, and they never recovered in that game. Really, they didn't. The Eagles came out, punched them in the mouth real early, and it was just like they never got their footing back. So I just think when you have a game with, which is why some people like college basketball better than NBA basketball, because when you look at the NCAA tournament, what is it? It's one and done. You could be the number 1 seed and you go out there and you have a bad game and you lose. You're Duke and you lose to Gonzaga or you know what I'm saying? You lose to Gonzaga or Davidson where Steph Curry played. Where the hell is Davidson at? By the way, where is Davidson located at? Davidson University. You know what I'm saying? And you're Duke and you're like 25-0, and then you go out there and you have a bad half against Davidson or Gonzaga, and then you get bounced. So I just think it's harder to win in a sport where it's one and done, where if you have any kind of bad adversity going up in there, you're going home. You know, we've seen teams come back. You know, we've seen teams come back in basketball, you know, in a series. You know, we've seen number 7 seeds beat number 1 seeds. You know, we've seen stuff like that. So I remember when the Nuggets? Was it the Nuggets with rest in peace to Mutombo and they beat like the number 1 seed Supersonics. ATL 28-3. I mean, yeah. 28-3.
All right, Marcus, I'll give you a hint. I'll let you answer your own question. You said, where is Davidson?
Yeah.
You said where's Steph Curry from?
I want to say I want to say Cali. I think he's from Cali. I mean, he's like a military brat.
No.
He's a
No,
he's a
no. He's not from Cali.
where's Steph Curry from?
I'll give you another hint. Do you
Okay.
remember the artist Petey Pablo?
What's that? North Carolina? North
Yes, that's where he's
Carolina,
from.
get your hands up and spin your pal like a helicopter. I remember Petey Pal. Or is it Freakily, North Carolina?
Yeah, that's all. Yes. So Stephen Curry is from North Carolina. That's where Davidson is. Davidson is
Okay.
from North Carolina.
Okay.
All
And
right,
why do you go to why do you go to Davidson? Probably because his ass couldn't get to North Carolina, probably, right?
So here's the thing. I feel like, and this is just me, sometimes
Why do you go to North Carolina?
sometimes people make mistakes, okay, in recruitment. I don't know what the hell North Carolina didn't see. I don't know what the hell Duke didn't see. I think a lot of people just make mistakes. You know what? That would have been a great question to ask Mike Krzyzewski. Mike Krzyzewski, you had North Carolina product, Stephen Curry out there, and you never recruited him. Why you ever recruit Stephen Curry? Mike, lovely question. Or to ask UB Davis or something, or ask who was the coach before you were Davis? Ask him why he didn't recruit Stephen Curry, because that's crazy to me. I mean, why did Larry
Bird go to Indiana and went to Indiana State instead?
I don't. You know what? Once again, I will tell you this. You almost made me just lose my train of thought just now. What was I about to say? Damn it. And I lost my train of thought just that quick. Dale Curry played at Charlotte. Remember? He played as a Hornet.
He was on there with Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues back in the day.
So I'm sure that that's part of the reason why he stayed at Davidson and wanted to play at Davidson, because it's a Carolina school. But I don't know why. Again, all them Carolina schools made a big mistake not getting him. North Carolina State, North Carolina, Duke, all y'all made a mistake not getting Stephen Curry. Y'all crazy.
Yeah.
I'm wilding. I don't know. So that would be a question for Mike Krzyzewski. I don't think I've ever heard anybody ask Mike Krzyzewski that question either. It might be
sometimes like I told you, sometimes what it boils down to is like they got so many scholarships, and it's like, and you got guys. It's like you're not going to play in front of you're not going to play in front of this guy. We really get to those basketball.
If you really want to do some deep homework, find out who the guards were that played at North Carolina.
When did he come? When did Steph Curry come out? When was Steph Curry drafted? See, now I gotta know.
Now we mixing NFL with basketball and college basketball. See how that just works so synonymously. That's some homework for y'all that's tuned in right now. Go find out what guards played at North Carolina during the time that Stephen Curry was in college. Damn,
he's 37 years old.
Stephen Curry is 37. Yes, he is.
So he's been in the league. He got drafted in 2009. So let's look at the Duke.
So that means he played from 2005 to 2008 in college if he played all 4 years. So
he was only there for 3 years. He was there from 2006. I'm looking at it right now. He was there from 2006 to 2009.
2006 to 2009. Okay, so he played 3 years. That's right, because you can come out whenever.
He came out as a junior. So
yeah.
So let's see the 2006 Duke basketball roster. The 2006-2007 Duke basketball roster. I mean, it ain't that because it ain't that many.
Yeah, go ahead and look. Go ahead and look at Duke's guards and North Carolina's guards. Go ahead. And you can't tell me it's a guard better than him during that time.
And see,
You
that was
can't tell me.
Greg Paulus.
Oh my God, no.
Martinez Pocius.
Hell,
Jordan Davison, Nick Sutton.
Jordan Davis. Do I even remember any? Oh my goodness, no.
DeMarcus Nelson was a junior. John Shire.
Just no.
No.
Marcus, do you hear these names? Do you hear any of these names?
Griffin Torment.
Do you hear these names, Marcus? I bet none of them went to the NBA. And if they did, they wasn't playing. They ain't playing now. I bet you they ain't. Listen,
Duke messed up. Duke messed up.
Yeah, Duke
messed up. Now I want to see North Carolina.
Yeah, go ahead and look at North Carolina. That's going to be interesting too. Oh, come on, you got to make that. If you're going to be
Wayne Ellington, Marcus Ginyard.
I remember Wayne Ellington. I definitely remember
Bobby Fraser, Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson
played. He played for the Nuggets, but he didn't play that long. You wouldn't dare compare Ty Lawson to Stephen Curry.
No.
You wouldn't
Mark
dare.
Campbell, Dewey Burke. He was a senior.
No.
Danny Green. Now Danny Green.
Remember, Danny Green got championships, but you wouldn't dare compare Danny Green to no Stephen Curry. I don't give a damn how many championships.
Well, look, you got to look in college.
Marcus, I'm not even about to make that mistake.
James Worthy was better than Michael Jordan in college. That's just facts. They were teammates. James Worthy was better than Michael Jordan in college. He was better than him. Just plain and simple.
Hold on, Marcus. Yeah, hold on now. Go look up when James Worthy came out in the draft. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me. No. What pick, Marcus? What pick?
I understand that. But what I'm saying in college, sometimes guys they're like slow. They're like late bloomers. Now, people look.
Let me ask you a question. Who hit the game winning shot? Who hit the game winning shot in college when North Carolina won the championship?
Jordan.
Okay. Where did Jordan go in the draft?
He went number 2.
And he should have went what? Exactly. I cannot. Marcus, stop.
He went number 2 because Sam Bowie was better.
Right.
Because Sam Bowie was Sam Bowie, man. Sam Bowie was cold. That's why
Sam Booty was cold. You got me.
You better give Sam Bowie. You better give Sam Bowie his respect, man. Stop disrespecting Sam Bowie, man.
All right, he disrespected himself.
You better give Sam Bowie his props, man. He was the number 1 pick in the draft.
You better not get me started. Sam Booty.
Sam Bowie. And with the number 1 pick,
overall pick, and the Portland Trailblazers ain't never won the title because of it.
Sam Bowie. Hey.
Sam Bowie.
Hey. And you better give some respect to Darko Milicic. You better give some respect to Darko Milicic too over Carmelo Anthony. Give him his props.
Listen, he couldn't float on still water, Sam Bowie. Float on still water. Let him alone. I'm Michael Jordan. Get out of here. Portland, that was the worst mistake they ever made in their entire franchise ever. Picking Sam Bowie.
They took Sam Bowie.
Come on. 1. I told you. Scouts be making mistakes. They be making hell of mistakes.
You make mistakes like that. That's like franchise changing mistakes, man. That's like franchise.
Listen,
That's
they definitely didn't go for best available then, did they? They didn't go for best available. That's hilarious. They didn't go for best available then.
Well, they looked at it as we got. They looked at it as we already got a good 2 guard in Clyde Drexler. We already got a good 2 guard. We don't need another 2 guard. Let's go get a big man. So let's pass over Michael Jordan. And see, this is back then before positionless basketball. It was oh, we need a center. We need a center. We need a big man. We need a big man. We got to go get him. Even though we got this awesome guard here. No, we pass up Michael Jordan. We're going to get Sam Bowie. We got a bunch of small forwards. We're not going to draft Carmelo Anthony. We're going to draft Michael. Oh, we're going to draft Darko Milicic.
Wah, wah.
We already got Tayshaun. We got Tayshaun Prince. Who else did they have? They had Tayshaun Prince. I mean, they were loaded it. They were loaded it. Rip Hamilton, was he a guard or he played a little bit of forward too? Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they were looking at. We're not going to go get Carmelo Anthony. We got Ben Wallace. What we'll do, we'll put Darko at center, and then we can move Ben Wallace to power forward, and then we're good. We're straight. We're going to have Darko Milicic. He's going to be. We're going to build a team around Darko.
You know what, yo, Marcus? You know what Darko Milicic is translation? If you translate Darko Milicic, you know what it sounds like?
Trash.
A kind of barbecue chicken. It sounds like a barbecue chicken. Darko Milicic. You want some Darko Milicic? Sure. Why not? We'll give you some barbecue chicken because that's what he was. Barbecue chicken.
Look, we don't like dealing in hypotheticals, but you almost can't help yourself to look. There are certain picks that teams make, and it comes back to haunt you forever. So let me ask you this: we're talking about the whole Darko Milicic thing, the Sam Bowie thing. Did the Buffalo Bills mess up by passing? Did they mess up by passing on Patrick Mahomes? You see what I'm saying? I mean, really, look, you're gonna look. You get compared when you go back, and sometimes it takes like 3 or 4 years, and you go down the line, and maybe things don't work out. If it goes back and Maxwell Harrison, you passed on Emanwari. You passed on Emanwari and drafted Maxwell Harrison.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? You passed on Emanwari, who a lot of people thought was maybe one of the best safeties in this draft. Both of your safeties are gone. Hyde and Poyer are both gone, right? And instead you go draft a cornerback because he was the fastest cornerback in there, and you could go get an all-world safety. If this doesn't pan out with Maxwell Harrison 5-6 years down the road, and we look back and Emanwari's he's an all-pro, and Maxwell Harrison's in and out the injury report, it's going to be some people that are going to be asking, why did y'all do that? Why did you do that when you had this dude on the board over here? I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but those are the type of questions going to be answered if this dude doesn't pan out to be what he's supposed to be. Just saying.
Yeah, I agree. You ready?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I saw this. I saw this. It didn't really. When I saw this, I was just like, okay, Okay. I mean, so who do we have there? We have what? Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco, and
Aaron Rodgers.
And Aaron Rodgers. Okay, you got
Mhm.
two 40-year-old quarterbacks. you got two 40-year-old quarterbacks. Okay, that's fine. I mean, he's the only one who doesn't have a Super Bowl appearance. Okay, well, you're comparing him to guys that are like not even in his generation. Were we really comparing Lamar Jackson to Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers, what, 42 years old, and you got a 27, 28-year-old quarterback who's a two-time MVP? To me, sometimes some of the stuff is just like Joe Flacco. Is there anybody that would take Joe Flacco right now over Lamar Jackson? Come on now. I mean, I know that's what it looks like there, but it's like, come on. Like, come on. I mean, that's that's kind of like the same thing if you look in the NFC East, you know, Dak Prescott and Jaden Daniels are the only two quarterbacks in the NFC East that don't have a Super Bowl appearance. Okay, look who's in the division. You got Russell Wilson who's damn near 40 years old, and you got you got Hurts. But I mean, Dak Prescott's got a winning record against Hurts. I mean, it's just all a matter of perspective. Uh-oh.
All right, sir.
Bijan Robinson.
I like what you said. When I saw it, I said, okay, Lamar Jackson has time. I mean, he has some time. Does he? Does he really have time? Okay, well, I guess we'll figure it out.
He's 28. I mean, if you're gonna say that, I just hate how they pick and choose. They pick and choose. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's no quarterbacks. There's no quarterbacks that have been to the Super Bowl in the AFC East. So what are we saying there? Okay, he's in a division where he's the only one without a Super Bowl appearance. Okay, the AFC East ain't nobody been to the Super Bowl, even their best quarterback. So I mean, compare him to his peers. You're comparing them to guys that are. I mean, right now, if Aaron Rodgers retired, Aaron Rodgers is the first ballot Hall of Famer. That's who you're comparing him to? It's like, come on, bro. Stop
it. Right. Well, I mean, why they didn't put Josh Allen on there? He another one.
Well, I mean, they were talking about in the division. They were talking about in the division. So
right, I get about the division, but I'm talking about amongst his peers. I mean, amongst his peers, Josh Allen hasn't went. Neither has Lamar Jackson. Neither has Justin Herbert. Neither has. I mean, we can name a bunch of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they go out of their way. It's like they go out of their way sometimes. Oh, he's a two-time MVP from one of the most competitive divisions in football.
Right.
You know, I mean,
that's for all the rest of them.
Yeah, you know, it's like that's the thing that makes me mad. That's the thing. It infuriates me because it's like they want to, the Bengals haven't been.
We're all the number one overall picks. Hold on, Marcus. We're all the number one overall picks. We're Baker Mayfield. Where's your boy from Jacksonville? Where's
That's what I'm saying. Number one. Oh, you're talking about the guy who was the last pick. He was the last pick in the first round, and he's a two-time MVP. And really could have won last year. I'm not taking anything away from Josh Allen, but he could have won last year too. I just think they didn't want to give it to him, but he could have technically. I'm not saying that Josh doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying if Lamar Jackson would have won it last year, well, we have been like, oh, that's a travesty. He shouldn't have won it. You know, it's like, come on, man, y'all gotta. Not y'all, but some of these sports writers, man, their narratives are lazy, bro. It's just really lazy writing. So let's talk about these.
And that's why. Hold on, though. And that's why I put it up, just so you can hear what other people think about lazy journalism and the stuff that gets said. That's why I put it up there. It's the whole purpose. There's a meaning to the madness. Now, Marcus the Alphabet, this is all you, sir. This is you running back, you, my guy. I purposely put this up there just for you, sir. Go ahead and dissect this. And by the way, I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing before you do. The fact that James Cook is number 18 speaks volumes on this list.
That's what
I'm dying.
I don't think he's number 18, but this is like what I was talking with Mookie, and me and you were talking about this. They don't view him as a workhorse type back. They don't view him like that. I promise you, when Bijan Robinson comes up for his contract when his contract is up, when it's time for him to get his extension, do you think that the Atlanta Falcons are going to be like, oh, well, no, we don't really want to pay you? They're going to pay him. Jahmyr Gibbs, they're going to pay him. They'll probably be the next two backs up, but they don't view him.
But hold on now. So let's start with question number 1, and then you can dissect this page. Then you can just dissect this. Oh, where's James Cook on the list? For the whole world. For the whole world, out of all of these picks, where does James Cook go? They got him at 18. I want to hear this. The whole world get to hear this.
I think he's I never liked them putting people up so high and they haven't played it down yet. You know, look, I like Ashton Jeanty. I think he's going to be awesome. But just to say, come into the league and just say he's better than Josh Jacobs, he's better than Jonathan Taylor, he's better than Kyron Williams. Like, I don't agree with that. I would put. I don't know if Bucky is Bucky Irving better than I don't know if I would take Bucky Irving. He's a top 5 before he plays a down. Why would you guys put Jeanty? I'm reading some of these things. Achane, though, will be a top 5 back, over 1,500 yards and 300 carries from Jay Renaud. Jay says, look, let me read something. Barkley, Henry, Taylor, Ashton Jeanty, Devon Achane is not top 5, bro. I'm sorry. Devon Achane is not top 5. He's not. And I'm not. Devon Achane is not a top 5 back.
Please do not let him get away with that. Please do not.
I'm not. It's the same person say that Devon Achane is. Devon Achane.
Wait a minute. Devon Achane is better than Bijan Robinson?
No.
Devon Achane is better than Christian McCaffrey. Devon Achane is better than Josh Jacobs.
He's not better than
Devon Achane is better than Kyron Williams. Devon Achane is better than Chuba Hubbard. Devon Achane is better than Kenneth Walker. Devon Achane is better than Breece Hall.
No.
Devon Achane is better than Devon Achane is better than Joe Mixon. Devon Achane is better than Alvin Kamara. Sir, I cannot right now. Absolutely not.
Look, James Cook. I view. Where would I? You asked me where would I put James Cook at? I would put him right there at around 10. I would move. Damn. I don't view Achane as a top 5 back. I don't view him like that. The reason why is because he's a little dude. He's a little dude, and he's another one who breaks down a lot because he's so damn tiny. I don't view Devon Achane as a top 5 back. I don't. Now, Barkley. Do I think Barkley's gonna? You can't put anybody in front of Barkley.
You got a caller on the line, sir.
Put him on. We gonna start with the Miami Dolphins homerism. Is that what we're gonna start with today? On every show, I get Bills homerism, I get Miami Dolphins homerism, I get Kansas City Chiefs homerism. What's the homerism I'm gonna get today?
Caller, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
you two clowns need to look statistically what Devon A-Chain is as a back, and I'll show you he's a top 5 back.
He's
Go
not
and
a
look
top.
statistically what his numbers are, and if he's got a healthy tour this year, he's absolutely a top 5 back.
There you go with the ifs again. There you go with the ifs again. There you go with the if. Are we? Hang on. Are we basing his?
And saying, oh, is this guy better than A-Chain? Is this guy better? Yeah, dude, A-Chain is that guy.
No, he's not. No, he's not. And when his contract comes up, I bet you this. I bet you when his contract comes up, I bet you he's not. I bet you y'all don't pay him. I bet you y'all don't pay him $20 million because he's not that kind of back. He's a change of pace type back. That's why y'all been drafting all those running backs. Then y'all just draft. Who was the running back y'all just drafted?
$1 million.
If you're one of the top, Jay, if you're one of the top, Jay,
half of these backs Barkley money. They're not going to do that. They're not going to even come close to what Henry was making.
When Bijan Robinson, Jay,
one of the best and most consistent backs in the league,
Jay,
and now he's what a year or so at 30. Like
when
his
Bijan
big
Robinson comes up on his thing, he's 6 feet tall. Everybody who watched Bijan Robinson play, because I live in Texas, so I watch him. Bijan Robinson is probably the next back he's gonna reset the running back market. Bijan Robinson is. He was like the number 8 pick in the draft, and Devon A-Chain was like a third round pick. When Bijan Robinson comes up on his contract, he will probably be up there.
It doesn't matter where they're drafted. Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round.
We're talking about running backs right now. If Bijan Robinson were on the open market, how long would he be a free agent for, Jay? If Bijan Robinson were on the open market right now, how long would he be a free agent for, Jay?
Because there's plenty of teams that need a running back like Bijan Robinson, but that doesn't.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hang on. A running back like Bijan Robinson. Explain a running back like Bijan Robinson. You just said they need a back like Bijan Robinson. Well, tell me what kind of back that is. I'm looking for a particular word that starts with a W. A word. Come on, I'll help you out. A word. Come on. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. What kind of back is Bijan Robinson, Jay?
Workhorse.
Okay. And what is Devon A-Chain? What kind of back is Devon A-Chain? What kind of back is Devon A-Chain? No. Let's talk. No, what kind of back is Devon A-Chain? What kind of back is he? I mean, you have all these answers. What kind of back is it? What kind of back is 170-pound run?
He's not a power back. No, he's more of a scat back type.
He's 170 pounds, Jay. He's 170 pounds. They're not going to give him. You know what he is? He's a slightly bigger Deuce Vaughn. They're not going to give him $20 million as a back. If I'm giving a back 17, 18.
Get $20 million. I didn't say that. I wouldn't pay him $20 million either.
That's what I'm saying. But that's how they label you by how they pay you, Jay. If you're a number two wide receiver, they're not going to give you Jamar Chase type.
That's how they're labeling you is by what you're paid. Because
yes!
I can tell you several quarterbacks that are making a ton of money that supposedly that shows they're what? Top 10?
If you're a top 10
the guy in Jacksonville, I mean, come on, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
If you're a top 10 type quarterback,
out of necessity, dude. Like, it's not hard. they pay
If you're a
players
top
out of
10
necessity.
if you're a top 10 type quarterback, you're gonna get between 50 and $60 million. If you're a top running back, you're gonna get between 12 and 20. If you're a top wide receiver, you're gonna get between 30 and 40. Devon Achane as a scat back, 170-pound running back who I have to ration his touches to. I have to ration his. There's no scenario where I can give Devon Achane 30 carries. I can't do it. Let me ask you this question. What were your thoughts on prime? Let me ask you a question real quick. What were your thoughts on prime Austin Eckler? What were your thoughts on him as far as a running back? You remember Eckler over there with the Chargers? What were your thoughts on him? What were your thoughts on Austin Eckler when he was over with the Chargers?
Oh, what were my thoughts on Eckler?
Yes, when he was with the Chargers.
I mean, he was a good back.
Okay. And the Chargers said, we're not going to give you top money because they didn't view him. They didn't view him as that type of back. He was a good receiving back. He was a good guy in space. But every time he kept asking them for a raise, they laughed in his face. And they go, well, go out there in the free market and see what you can get. Devon Achane is not that type of back. He's a very explosive type back. He's good in space. He's not the type of back that you give $15 to $20 million to. I can find another small, speedy back. I can find those. They come a dime a dozen. But a workhorse type back that I can hand the ball off to, who can get me 11, 12, 1,300 yards and another like 500 or 600 in receiving, those guys don't grow on trees. So I don't view Devon Achane. He's a good back.
So on my top 5 list, I'll pull Achane out and I'll put Josh Jacobs in, and then I'll put Achane behind Jacobs.
Okay, and I'm looking.
Marcus, hold on, Marcus. For the whole world, I need them to hear Jay Renard tell me that Devon Achane is better than Christian McCaffrey. Say it.
That's what I want to hear too.
Now, not McCaffrey in his prime, no. But now, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right now, Devon Achane is better than Josh Jacobs.
No, I just said that. I said I'll replace number 5 and I'll put Josh Jacobs there.
Do you think Achane? Let me ask you this: is Devon Achane better than James Cook?
Then who?
James Cook.
Is he better than who?
James Cook.
James Cook.
Yeah, he's better than James Cook.
You're tripping.
He's not better. You're tripping, bro. And I'm not even a Bills fan. He's not better than James Cook, bro.
Put it.
Sir, hold on. Watch this. Hey, Jay Renard. Hey, Jay. I got to watch them both live. You're tripping. You're absolutely bugging.
James Cook is
I
more
literally got to
powerful.
watch
He's
both of them up close and personal, sir, multiple times. Not once, but twice.
The only thing that Achane does better than James Cook is he's faster. That's the only thing that he has better than James Cook. I will give him that. He's much faster. That's it. But when you talk about overall skills as a running back, James Cook, he's caught in a bad situation because he plays in an era now where we have backs that are workhorse type backs. We have, when you're looking, you have the upper echelon like this. You have the Derrick Henrys and the Saquon Barkleys, and then after that, there's a pecking order that comes down from that. But James Cook is a top 10 type back. His issue is that there's a lot of good backs, and then we have backs that are coming up here in the next couple of years that are going to break the bank. Bijan Robinson being one. Devon Achan's not better than Jahmyr Gibbs, sir. He's not better than Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, when his time comes up, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a 15 to $17 million a year back.
Oh my God, I can't believe how you just like dismiss players, man. Like it's just.
Yeah,
Miami
90
was
pounds.
terrible last year, and
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
Like,
What did
what
A-Chain
are
do
you
against the
talking
Jets?
about? Like, this
What
is
did
crazy.
A-Chain do against the Jets?
Like, remember when Josh Jacobs played for the Raiders, and the Raiders were horrendous, but Jacobs was still like really good. And then
He won a rushing title. He won a rushing title. He won a rushing title with the Raiders.
Is this guys that can play through bad teams, and yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan, but Miami was terrible last year, and A-Chain still had a good year. Like, what are you saying?
Okay, you're saying, did he have a better year? Okay, I got it. Did he have a better year than James Cook? And you're saying he's better than James Cook. Did he have a better year than James Cook?
Hell no.
With
James
18
Cook on a better
touchdowns?
team? Yeah. He's on the Buffalo Bills. Like,
Oh,
I
wait,
don't
no.
understand when you're serious with that.
No. Wait a minute. Jay Renard, stop that. I'm going to stop you right there, sir. I'm going to stop you in your blasphemous mess right now. You committing all types of flagrant fouls, sir. Aren't you the... Yeah. Don't even get me started, Jay Renard. I done had conversations with you outside of shows, sir. You don't believe that the Buffalo Bills got better offense than Miami, sir. You didn't believe that. No. Don't sit here and try to say, oh, well, Buffalo's got the better team. Sir, you had Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, had a great tight end, and you had Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert. Don't sit here. Don't sit here. When you did have Tua, when you had Tua, you was not saying that the Bills had a better team.
Yes, Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills offense is better than Miami's offense.
You don't believe that? You don't. It is.
I do believe that.
You believe that? Miami's offense is better?
Watching the kid play, but like you, like I'm telling you right now, and this is no bullshit. That like I know that Buffalo's offense is better than Miami's offense. Because most of the time, like Marcus said, the availability of Tua is non-existent. It's not there. So
the availability of Achane is lacking there too. He's missed a few games himself. Don't just act like it's Tua. Achane has missed a lot of games. And I know they have him listed at 190 pounds. Let me tell y'all a little bit of secret about these football teams, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's the pros. They list guys at like certain weights. That's not what they are. Devon Achane ain't no 190 pounds. He ain't no 190 pounds. When I look at him, he's maybe 175, maybe. And that's with all his pads and stuff on. He ain't no 190 pounds. They may list him as something like that. Say what?
He's bigger in camp right now.
Well, I'm just saying, and if they thought that much of him, they just drafted Ollie Gordon out of Oklahoma State. They just drafted the guy. What was his name? Who's the other running back that y'all just drafted and barely getting up? Jalen Wright. Y'all just drafted him. Y'all just drafted Ollie Gordon. They're not when they're drafting a bunch of other back. Ollie Gordon, like
he was with Jalen Wright. Yeah, so this is his second year, Jalen Wright. But we needed someone to replace Mostert because Mostert's gone.
Yeah.
I don't even think Jeff Wilson's on the team anymore, so that doesn't matter. I mean,
no, Jeff Wilson.
That running back room is young. So I think Achane's going to be. I think he's the oldest in that room.
Yeah. Oh, and the Buffalo Bills don't have the best offense in the league, Marcus here, and please don't do that. There's nobody but you that would say that the Buffalo Bills offense is better. Look, I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. The Philadelphia Eagles probably have the best roster in all of football. But on offense, when you have a 2,000-yard rusher and two 1,000-yard receivers, yeah. The only thing that y'all have better than the Philadelphia Eagles is I'll give Josh Allen a slight nod over Jalen Hurts. There's nothing on your offense that's better than the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just not. It's not. It's just not. There's nobody that would take James Cook over Saquon Barkley. There's nobody that would take any of your receivers over A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. Who put Genty at team? The Dolphins are moving.
I made that comment.
What's that?
Keon Coleman?
What about
Keon Coleman?
Yeah, I think for sure he's going to have a breakout year this year.
You think Keon Coleman? I think he'll have a better year this year. He probably will have a better year than he did last year. I think that the best receiving threat that's probably going to be on the Buffalo Bills next year. Y'all are gonna roll your eyes when I say this. I think Dalton Kincaid. I think he's the one that kind of I could see him more in a roster. Doesn't mean a damn thing if the results aren't produced. Okay, the results are the Philadelphia Eagles ran the Buffalo Bills off the field. How about that? You're talking about, we're not talking fantasy. The Philadelphia Eagles destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs and y'all lost to them. So if we're talking about on the result, Saquon Barkley, we also have the eye tests. We have the eye test. The roster does matter because y'all can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, and the Philadelphia Eagles blew them off the field. They didn't just beat Kansas City; they annihilated them. So yes, your offense isn't as good as the Eagles. It's just not. The Dolphins are moving to a running back by committee, similar to the Bills. Yeah, probably so. Y'all got a lot of backs over there. And look, there's going to be some guys that probably don't make. I would be surprised. Jalen Wright might not make the team. How many backs are y'all keeping, Jay?
Jalen Wright might not make the team.
When you look at who you have over there, what's your depth chart right now?
Oh.
We're not talking fantasy football. We're talking real football. In real football, the Philadelphia Eagles destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs. Destroyed them. Y'all couldn't beat them. Y'all were on the field with them, and y'all couldn't beat them. Head to head. And the Philadelphia Eagles blew them off the field. What are we talking about here? And we did this and we did that. Okay. We're talking about the end result. The end result. The 2007 Patriots had the highest scoring offense, and they lost to the Giants. You weren't the best. You weren't the best offense in football. That would be the. How do you defend against the Eagles? I hate the Eagles. You're making me defend the Eagles. The Bills didn't play the Eagles. Matchups matter. Okay. All right. I see. We gotta look. If we're gonna talk sports, we gotta be objective here. We gotta be. Oh, it's my favorite team, so they're the best. Oh, that's my favorite player, so he's the best. Oh, Devon Achane's a top 5 back. It's like, come on, guys. If you're gonna talk sports with me, you gotta take the. When you talk sports with me, you gotta take the homerism fandom out of it.
But there are players on that team that should be considered very good. And Achane and Waddle are both those guys.
Devon Achane is not. You just said with a straight face, Jay, that Devon Achane is a top 5 back. He's not. He's a good player. I'm not saying. Look, don't take it as when somebody says, "Oh, this guy isn't that good." He's not a top 5 back. I can name 10. I can name to you 10 running backs. I can name to you 10 running backs if they were free.
By the end of this season, then we'll see.
And the Devon Achane, there's 10 backs that I could name to you that are better than Devon Achane. There's 10 backs.
Like that. Like how are you coming up with this metric?
The eye test stats, what other GMs would say. There's no GM out there that would take Devon Achane over Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry. Like, what are we talking about here? You're top 5. He's not a top. He's a good back. Don't get me wrong. He's not better than James Cook, and James Cook is pretty good.
You want a bathroom break or what's going on?
No, I'm right here. I'm here. I'm listening. Go ahead, Marcus.
I get the this is my team and I love my team and I love it when people support their team, but it's like, bro, not just you, but be objective. Be like, he's okay. Tyreek Hill, if you would ask me like 2 or 3 years ago, who's the best wide receiver in the NFL 2 or 3 years ago, I would have said Tyreek Hill. I don't say that anymore because we have new evidence that's like, we've seen guys like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson step up. He's still a very good wide receiver. He's still a good wide receiver. He's not at 31 years old. He's not the best.
But is Tyreek Hill still like top 5?
Marcus, did you say step up? You acting like those receivers was like head and shoulders behind Tyreek Hill. In fact,
Tyreek Hill, like his first year with Miami and his last couple of years with Kansas City was unstoppable. He was unstoppable.
Okay, you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah. What's that?
You ready for this?
What's that?
I also watched the wide receiver. I also watched the wide receiver in Justin Jefferson, who right now has the most yards before 26, legitimately by a mile. It's not.
That's what I'm saying. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, yes, I'm agreeing with you. If you would have asked me 3 years
I just think that's the wrong verbiage. I just think that Tyreek Hill had a great year that year. I don't think that Justin Jefferson and them had to step it up in no way, shape, or form. Justin Jefferson and them been cooking from like day one. I mean, let's be honest. Tyreek Hill had what, almost 2,000 yards in one season?
Yeah.
That's an all-world season. Justin Jefferson wasn't too much behind him that year either. Let's be clear. Like, we're talking like not too far behind. And Justin Jefferson.
I mean, just that year, I think Jefferson had like 1,600 yards.
And Justin Jefferson has put up those type of numbers every year, no matter who is quarterback.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I just don't.
But coming into the league, he was kind. Look, it was like it's like when MJ came into the league. You're not going to be the best guy as soon as you walk on. Like these people that's got GT as like the top 7.
Damn near was. Hold on. Who? Justin Jefferson damn near was. We was
Justin Jefferson
is the best receiver in year 2.
Justin Jefferson until recently wasn't even the best wide receiver from his own draft class, sir.
Whoa. What?
Don't forget that Justin Jefferson is in the same draft class with CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Ayuk. He was not considered.
I know damn well. Hold on, Marcus. I know damn well. Wait a minute. I'm about to sit for this one. I know. Lord have mercy. No, you didn't just tell that damn lie.
Sir, he wasn't even generally.
I know you fucking lying.
Generally, he wasn't coming out. He wasn't considered. He wasn't even considered. He was like the 5th wide receiver taken in his own class. George.
Wait, I don't care, Marcus. I'm talking about what he did in the NFL. I don't give a damn about no
I understand that. He didn't come out.
You not telling me that at any point you want to talk about people saying there is not a soul.
Yes.
There is not a soul that would say Brandon Ayuk or CeeDee Lamb is better than Justin Jefferson. No year. Which one?
Now. When you first, do you know what? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because I don't think you really.
You think CeeDee Lamb is better than Justin Jefferson now?
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Justin Jefferson has gotten better in increments. What? When they came into the league, he was the 5th wide receiver taken in his own draft class. He was not regarded like that.
Okay, watch this.
He was not regarded like that.
Hold on, watch this. And I'll make the Josh Rosen comment. There was 4 other teams that was stupid enough.
I got you. And I'm saying that. You got to work your way up there. You got to work your way up there. But don't forget, Josh Allen went before Josh Rosen. The mistake was when he went before Lamar Jackson at 32.
But hold on. This ain't that type of movie, sir. This ain't that movie. Okay, that movie was Josh Rosen was a damn fool. I agree with you. That was Josh Rosen was a damn fool. This movie is the other teams was a damn fool. This is 2 different movies.
Look, Jerry Jeudy went before Jamar Chase. Henry Ruggs went before Jamar Chase before Justin Jefferson.
They damn fools. I done told you about these things.
I'm just saying.
I told
what we see now. Hindsight's always 20/20. But coming out of the draft, people didn't think that much of Justin Jefferson like that. Is he? I think me personally, I don't know where y'all stand on that. I put up a thing in the group just a couple of hours ago. Who would you rather have, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson? And people were torn on that. And I mean, there's really no wrong answer. But coming into the league, Justin Jefferson was not regarded like that. You know what they thought? They thought of him just like the way that they thought of Brian Thomas Jr. playing next to Malik Neighbors at LSU. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're all right. But you got Jamar Chase over here, and you benefit from a lot of the shit because you got this guy over there. And Justin Jefferson had to kind of prove himself because that 2019, 2019 LSU team was stacked. It was stacked. So they're like, oh, this guy, is he? Or is it he plays with Joe Burrow? They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire at running back. They got Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss's son at tight end. They got, of course, they got Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson was not viewed as this all-world can't-miss talent coming out of college. He just wasn't. NFL top 10 defenses in 2025.
Watch this. You ready? Ready for this, Marcus?
Yeah.
I'm just going. No. Before we get to that, I just want to say that there was 4 other teams that was a damn fool for picking Jerry Jeudy before Justin Jefferson.
Jerry Jeudy was nice though.
Before Justin.
Okay, Baker Mayfield went before Josh Allen. Look, sometimes.
Last I checked, Justin Jefferson and them smoked Alabama. Last I checked, Justin Jefferson and them smoked Jerry Jeudy. Let's not even front on that. LSU smoked Alabama. If I could have swore LSU won the national championship with them, I could have swore that happened. So I don't. Again, these scouts be making these buffoonery mistakes, picking these players. You picked Henry Ruggs because he fast. Okay, how did that turn out, dummies? Who was that? The Raiders? I'm actually glad that the Raiders picked him because Justin Jefferson would have went there. They probably would have destroyed him. We all know how the Raiders do wide receivers. Trash. Jerry Jeudy went where? What team did Jerry Jeudy originally go to? I'm just trying to figure that out. What team did he originally go to? Jerry Jeudy? Put it in the comment section, please. Because I know it wasn't the Browns. I could have swore it was the Broncos.
OKC covered. Thank God.
I hate OKC. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say I hate OKC. I don't like OKC right now. I don't. Oh, okay. Moving on. No. Let's get to this.
Jerry Jeudy was originally drafted by the Broncos.
Right, by the Broncos. That's what I thought. He played on the same team as what's the other receiver that's still on the
Cortland
Broncos?
Sutton.
Yes, Cortland Sutton. Thank you. That's what I was thinking about. All right. The Buffalo Bills, top 10. All right. Continuity is the word. Buffalo Bills ranked number 1 with the NFL.
Okay. Look,
in offense.
These are preseason rankings. We'll see. You got a test week 1 against the Ravens. We're gonna find out. Everybody, it's like what Mike Tyson used to say. Everybody's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. We're gonna see. Buffalo's we're projected to win all 17 games, and we're the number 1. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Josh Allen, he's on the cover.
So you got James Cook as the top 10 back? Marcus?
Are they a top 10 offense?
Marcus, answer the question. You got a top 10 back? No, do you have James Cook as a top 10 back? I asked you to tell me out of that list where James Cook stand at.
I would put him right there at the edge of top 10. I would put him right there at the edge of top 10. He's a good back, but I understand why the Buffalo Bills are like scared to pay him like that, because a lot of his success, let's keep it a buck, a lot of his success is because the quarterback that he has there. And a lot of those touchdowns, let's keep this a buck, a lot of those touchdowns that he got were ones that Josh Allen normally would have run in. So I don't view him as just like this all-world type back. I don't view him like that. He's a good back, but I don't view him as like this just, oh my God. I don't view him as a Saquon Barkley. I don't view him as a Derrick Henry. I don't view him as a Josh Jacobs. There's a bunch of other backs that I would rather have over James Cook, even though he's a good back. That's nothing from him. There's 32 starting backs in the NFL, and he's up there in the top 16. But I don't view him as like this elite, workhorse type back that's just a can't miss type thing, because if he were, I believe the Buffalo Bills would pay him like that. He's good.
All right. Well, 10 players that got a lot to prove. James Cook should be on this list then. James Cook should be on this list. He got the most to prove, because Marcus don't think he that type of back. I mean, he got the most to prove. Do we deserve $15 million? He got the most to prove to me. Put him on this list. Now, Marcus, talking about this list, go ahead and tell me which ones you agree with and which ones you think is just an overstatement.
I think number 1 should be Trevor Lawrence. Torch, we done had shows and we done talked about this. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. It's Trevor time Lawrence, you done seen the light, Marcus. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes things happen. Things happen, an injury and stuff like that. I watched Joe Burrow tear his ACL and then come back the next year and go to the Super Bowl. So I don't want to hear, well, it's just, I saw Joe Burrow tear up his wrist and then come back the next year and he's like he's one of the front runners for the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. So I don't want to hear. They've put things around you. And I think part of his issue has been with Trevor Lawrence. I think the inconsistency, when we just talked about inconsistency, right? We talked about continuity. Look, you go from, Urban Meyer to Doug Peterson to whoever this goofy is that they have now. I don't even know who the hell he is. That when you're constantly having to switch
systems and offensive coordinators and stuff like that, head coaches, I think it takes a toll on you. They've gone out and tried to get you some weapons. I think Brian Thomas Jr., I think he's going to be pretty damn good. You go out and you get Travis Hunter. He's going to probably be their number 2 over there. They just got rid of Gabe Davis, the guy who only runs 3 routes, and he's a free agent now. So, they got Travis Etienne. They got Travis at, oh, no, you couldn't tell them nothing about Gabe Davis. They just thought Gabe Davis is the best thing since sliced bread. Gabe Davis ain't that good. Yes, he is. Look what he did. He had 4 touchdowns, and he beat the Chiefs' third string safety that didn't even know where he was supposed to be. Look at what he did. No one's giving him any respect. And then the Jacksonville Marcus, then the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team that don't have no wide receivers, just said, we're good, bro. Go ahead. We just paid you last year, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Marcus. You said you want to say it so badly. That's why you.
No one gives us our respect. Give him his respect. I told y'all years ago that Gabe Davis wasn't that good of a wide receiver. Marcus, you're just hating. Look at what he did to the Chiefs in the 13 set. Dude, he's not that good. The dude can't run a route to save his life. He's a 9 route. He's a 3 route, and his primary route is a 9 route, a go route. That's all he runs. That's all he does. No, Marcus, he's good. If you put him on the other side of Stephon Diggs, we have an unstoppable offense. That's another word unstoppable. That's your favorite word, right, Jay Renard? Unstoppable. Our unstoppable. We got Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. He's y'all got to stop with the great. People like to use the word great so much. He's great. He's But the guy with the most to prove is Trevor Lawrence. I'm not giving this year. I'm telling y'all up right now. Alphabet's football show. Every week, I'm on Trevor Lawrence's ass. Every week. Because this guy for the past
damn time.
Every week.
I've been on his ass for years. No pause on that. I've been on him for years. Told y'all asses. Mr. Dabo Swinney. Wasn't he in college when Joe Burrow was in college too?
I'm just saying.
Was he in college when Jalen Hurts was in college too?
Who's that?
Wasn't he? Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Don't tell me he wasn't. I know he was.
And here's the thing about it, George. And George, we talked about this a little bit, right? Here's the thing, Jacksonville. We just talked about franchises making dumbass mistakes. Well, but hang on, Torch. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, right? The Jacksonville Jaguars moved from 5 to 2. And to go get Travis Hunter, and what did they give up to go get him? Their first round pick next year. So if the Jacksonville Jaguars come out and play like trash, which I think that they probably will, they don't have a first round pick next year.
Yes, caller, give me 1 second. We got another caller on the line. Caller, what's up?
Travis Lawrence, not that dude. He's not that dude. He got the most to improve. We see him
Who?
A Super Bowl coach, and he cannot get it done. We
Who?
see
Who we
him
talking
in
about?
3 different head coaches. He's not that good.
Trevor. You talking about Trevor?
We got to stop giving Trevor Lawrence. I think he's got the hair like Fabio. He looks like the dude off of Grey Poupon mustard. The long flowing locks. But we got to stop giving Trevor Lawrence. There's 2 quarterbacks that we got to stop giving just passes to. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert. Trevor Lawrence and Justin. I don't see Justin. I would put Justin Herbert on here.
And not showed nothing since he been in the NFL. What he showed, he did take a team to the first round of the playoffs. then choke the fuck out.
Yeah,
That's what-
he's
He's
trash.
not
If
good
he-
as a quarterback.
He's
if
trash.
the Jacksonville Jaguars if the Jacksonville Jaguars crash and burn this, if the Jacksonville basically the Jacksonville Jaguars
what? Either take a team to the playoffs, they get injured. What he did, let me know of that.
I mean, again, we know
That's
what
what we're
he did.
saying. Look, from here on out, y'all here. I'm telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all this ahead of time. This year, this season, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, and Trevor Lawrence. There will be no mercy shown for y'all this year because y'all have been paid, and people have given you the injuries and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
This is the year right here where y'all got to make some noise. Tua, if you go out there and get your ass blown out twice and get swept by the Bills, I don't want to hear that no more. Trevor Lawrence, if CJ Stroud whips your ass twice this year, I don't want to hear about it from you no more. And if Geno Smith comes into the AFC West and whips Justin Herbert's ass, I don't want to hear no more about it. Now, look, I kind of give it to him with the whole, you got Patrick Mahomes in your division. But no more passes. We got to stop giving some of these dudes passes, man. Let me see here. What do we think of Williams? Caleb Williams. I think the thing with Caleb Williams, and guys, tell me what y'all think. Caleb Williams, I thought he was in an impossible situation last year. I think a lot of it was coaching. I really do. I think a lot of it was coaching. I think Caleb Williams with Ben Johnson, and I think the world of Ben Johnson. Every year, these coaches, there's a wonder kid kind of coach that are like, the Mike McDaniels that comes out, and plays, Madden football in the NFL. There's always a young coach. This year was Ben Johnson and the guy who went to the Jets. Next year, I'm telling you right now, the two coaches next year, if they have halfway decent years this year, they're going to be the hot boys next year. That's going to be Kingsbury from the Washington Commanders and y'all's boy with Buffalo. If Buffalo has another really good season offensively, I think Buffalo's offensive coordinator, I think he could be up there too as far as the coaches that'll be that'll be on the hot list, the hot boys of the coaches next year that'll be the ones that are getting those jobs. Y'all agree with that?
Nope.
Hello?
No. My answer is no. My answer is no. He don't need to be. He damn sure don't need to be cocky. We also watched another offensive coordinator get real cocky real quick, and we all saw how that turned out. No. Hell no.
I think Ben Johnson will turn Chicago around.
If Josh Allen,
that should not block Buffalo nothing last year. All the money they spent on that offensive line this offseason and defense line, I think he can go to Chicago and turn them around.
Oh, it don't matter. Chicago's still going to be in last place.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Chicago will not be. Chicago will not be in last place.
Hold on now. Bias for what? The Bears?
Man, because you're a Green Bay fan.
That don't mean I'm biased. No. That don't mean I'm biased, Ron. I need you to listen. I need you to put some G on my name, sir. That don't mean I'm biased, sir. Just because I'm a Green Bay Packers fanatic does not mean that I'm biased, sir. There is no way. No. Ron.
You gotta get it in that truck.
Ron,
nope. Trying to fit the offensive line.
No, that's nice.
And the defensive line.
That's nice.
They're all season.
That's nice. Ron, I'm not biased. Let me tell you a little secret. Ready? What is 0 times 2, sir?
That must okay.
Answer the question. What's 0 times 2? Answer the question. Go ahead and answer it. I want you to answer it. Live for the world. Answer it.
Answer.
Answer
I
it.
don't like the Saints winning. I don't like the Saints, but I give the Saints that.
Okay.
I'm
I'm giving them their props right now. Ron, listen, Ron, listen to what I just said, and you'll see that I'm giving them their props. I said 0 times 2. The 2 is giving them their props. But what's 2 times 0? What? Question. It's simple. It's 0. They not listening, sir. If you think that the Chicago Bears has any chance with the Minnesota Vikings this year, or they have any chance with the Green Bay Packers this year, or they got any chance,
because they did lose Sam Darnold. They did lose some pieces on the offensive line. Everybody in your division got better. I don't think that we go 14-2 like they did last year.
No, Minnesota is definitely not going 14-2 again. But Ron,
and neither's Detroit. And neither's Detroit. And neither's Detroit. You just lost your offensive.
If you think that Minnesota went 14-2 because Sam Darnold, you didn't watch last year.
Well, let me say this. In that system, Marcus been saying that all the time. The system makes quarterbacks. Yes or no?
And who you play with.
Yes or no?
And who you play with. Sam Darnold looked like a halfway decent quarterback.
Okay. I tell you what. Watch this. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be messing around, but you're gonna be messing around by
Sam Darnold is an interchangeable piece. You could have watched this. Here's the worst part. Y'all ready for this? Here's the worst part. I do not like him at all.
Who?
No. Hold on. No. You gotta let me finish the statement. I don't like him at all. But if you would have put Trevor Lawrence in Minnesota, they'd have got the same result. And I hate to say it.
I don't think, to me,
that is the same result.
Yeah. What was Minnesota's issue last year? Yep. Their whole offensive line got hurt. They lost Christian there. Offensive line failed them, and then Sam Darnold took all those sacks, and he even said, we're talking about he's starting to see ghosts again. What is Trevor Lawrence's main weakness? When you put heat on him and his offensive line, and the dude crumbled.
Which is the exact reason why I said Trevor Lawrence could have stepped and did the same thing. Thank you. You just proved my point.
They're not winning. They're not winning.
And I'm gonna tell you this. You're telling me. No. You're telling me.
I've been saying me and John even got into it on Talk Your Ish about Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence is that good. And Jarvis said the same thing. He's not that good.
Are you telling me that Sam Darnold is a better passer of the football than Trevor Lawrence?
Well,
watch out. Watch him out.
Go for year to year.
Watch him out.
Look at last year and Trevor Lawrence last year. Yeah.
Right now?
No, I looked at last year. What Sam Darnold did on Minnesota.
Okay.
How about this? Watch how
I break this down.
Has Trevor Lawrence ever been in the MVP conversation ever?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope. Sam hasn't either.
Sam was in. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was in this. He was it for a few weeks last year. He was in the MVP conversation. Trevor Lawrence has never, ever, even on his best, he's never been linked to the MVP ever.
Let me show you how skewed that is. Ready? And let me tell you once again, you're proving my point. He was in the conversation because his team was good, not because he was that damn good. Because Brian, hold on, wait a minute, Marcus. Wait a minute, Marcus, and wait a minute, Ron. Brian Thomas Jr. had how many yards last year and how many touchdowns last year? As a rookie,
I think he had like 1,300, like
Hey,
13.
you said the team, right?
because his team, yes.
Okay, who gave him the ball, Andre?
Who what?
Who threw the ball to the wide receiver and the tight end?
That's fine. Okay, and again, and I'm measuring quarterback from quarterback. I'm going to say this again. Brian Thomas Jr. last year had how many yards and how many touchdowns last year?
I think he had like 13 like 1,300 yards and like 8 touchdowns, something like that.
Sir, go look at what Justin Jefferson's numbers was last year. Go look at what Jordan Addison's numbers was last year. You're telling me that with those weapons, Trevor Lawrence is not doing the same thing or better? You're tripping. You're tripping.
We always say sometimes it depends who you got on your team. And sometimes it depends on what quarterback on your team. Yes or no?
Again, so you're telling, so Ron, you telling me right now, you telling me now, hold on, what's this? You're telling me right now, if I switch the two quarterbacks and put Sam Darnold on the Jacksonville Jaguars, you telling me Sam Darnold makes that team better?
I think so. We should with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh no. No.
What Trevor Lawrence is doing.
Marcus, did we not watch Sam Darnold with the Jets? Did we not watch him with the Jets?
We watched him with the.
We watched him already. Bro, no. Hell.
What he did in his career so far.
Hell no. Hell.
What Sam Darnold did in his career so far.
Your coaching and your supporting staff has a lot to do with your success.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we got to get back to the original We got to get back to the original argument though about who has the most to prove.
First of all, Caleb Williams, you thinking that Caleb Williams gonna be so great this year? And I don't think so. I think he'll make improvements, but I don't think that he's gonna make an improvement that they're gonna make the playoffs. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I did not say the playoffs. I think he's gonna be better than what he was last year.
Oh,
and the Bears will not be. The Bears will not be in last place in the division. That's the point I'm trying to make. The Bears will not be in
Whoa.
You heard what I said.
What team? I heard you. You want to hold on, Marcus? Yeah. Marcus, don't you start no shit now, Marcus. You want to put something on? You want to put something on that?
Put it. We already got a hoodie bet. The Chicago Bears will not come in last place in the division. I got a hoodie on that.
Put it on there.
A custom hoodie.
High five, air high five on that. We gonna take that, sir. There is no way. So that means you think a worst is. You think it's gonna be a first to worst. That's what you think. You think it's gonna be a first to worst.
I'm gonna tell you something here. I'm gonna tell you something right here. That's gonna make y'all's head spin. You ready? Y'all ready?
Hold on, Ron. Before you say that, Ron, go ahead. Marcus, what was you about to say?
The Detroit Lions will come in last place in the NFC North.
Oh my goodness! Listen,
the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions. Hear me out.
All of them is coming out. All of them.
Aiden Hutchinson coming off a torn ACL. Frank Ragnow, their all-world center. They lost their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, all of the assistant coaches, their starting center, their best defenders coming off a torn ACL. The Detroit Lions.
If I was you right now, I would be livid. I would be hot if I had to hear this. I would be hot.
Yeah,
I know, Brock.
Let me ask you this. You really think Detroit Lions gonna be good, right?
I think they'll be just fine. I don't think they'll be 14-2, but I think they're gonna be just fine.
I think every time step back because, like Marcus just said, when you lose all those pieces, it's hard to find a good OC and defensive coordinator that was coming after Ben Johnson there.
All right, you ready?
That's left.
You ready? Ready for this little exercise? This is what we call a mathematical exercise. Sir, I just asked you what 0 times 2 was. You told me it was 0. Right here on a national podcast, right? You're not one step away from Detroit. You're many steps away from Detroit. So Detroit taking a step back does not mean that you're gonna take a step forward ahead of them. I don't see that.
But see, that's it. But see, that's the thing though. They didn't just take one. They didn't just take. Dude, how many teams out there can lose both of their coordinators? Both of their coordinators, and those coordinators took all of their assistants with them. So they took like the offensive line coach, the defensive line coach, the linebackers coach, the secondary coach. They took all those guys. So he's got a complete. And let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Dan Campbell's not that smart of a coach. Dan Campbell's not. That smart of a coach. He's not that. He's not. He's not. Come, we gotta have real. Dan Campbell's a meathead, bro. He's a good. What he is. He's the kind of guy. He's a rah, cheer kind of guy. And X's and O's.
Saying that when they was whooping the Dallas Cowboys' ass.
You know who was responsible for that? Ben Johnson. That's why he lost both.
Ben Johnson's responsible for it.
Ben Johnson, who's making Jared Goff look like an all-world quarterback. The creativity.
I'm just gonna say this. This is gonna be this year. Seems like it's gonna be pure joy. Because if the Detroit Lions have a better record than your Dallas Cowboys this year, I'm gonna die laughing. If Chicago is in last place again, I'm gonna die laughing. Remember when I make these predictions about who's gonna be last and who not making the playoffs? I'm damn near hitting 100%.
But your issue is you do really good with that. But you know what you don't do so good at? When you make predictions about players, you aren't that good at that. You're good when you're saying yeah.
I can't. You want to talk? See, you ain't gonna never let me live down the damn running back for the Bills and damn Gabe Davis, me telling you that.
No, because you were. Oh no, Marcus, I'm telling you, man. Devin Singletary. I'm like, Devin Singletary's he's up. No, he just needs more carries, dude. He's all right. He's all right.
I have one more bet than Marcus though. It's all good. It's all good. I've won more bets, but it's fine. Okay. It's fine and dandy. No pun intended on the bets part. I've won more bets than you, but it's all good though. We gonna see this year. We gonna see this year.
Detroit. Look, every year in the NFL, we have a team that does really good. They make it to the Super Bowl or something like that, and then the very next year, if I would have told you last year that the San Francisco 49ers coming from the Super Bowl wouldn't even make the playoffs, would you have believed me? Would you believe me? If I would have said San Francisco 49ers won't even make the playoffs, would you believe me? Or we just said, Marcus, you crazy, man.
I mean, we did see them lose like half of they damn.
Okay, so why is it so out of the question to say that Detroit, who lost their entire coaching staff, they're all world.
Because this is the Chicago Bears we talking about.
Okay, and the Detroit Lions. We're sitting over here giving the Detroit. Look, what have the Detroit Lions ever done? The Detroit Lions are one of the only teams.
Fucking a bad dream, a wet dream if they could. I'm sorry, it was fucking a wet dream.
And so do the Detroit Lions. And so do the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions got out the hold on. The Detroit Lions got out the paper bag. They went to a conference championship, put up 14, 15 wins last year. They've been on the right trajectory. You better put some respect on the Detroit Lions. You sitting up here trying to front on them, saying they going back to the
Lions with Barry Sanders,
put
Pete
that
down the
toilet
lane.
logo. They literally had to change their logo because they knew what time it was. Maybe it was the logo on their helmets. That's the reason why they were so garbage. And they had to actually put a bear on their logo on their helmet. That didn't work last year either. You want to know why? Because as soon as Ty Stevenson did that buffoonery, they didn't win another game to the end of the year. They won one game at the end of the year. that is the Chicago Bears playing.
Okay, and what did the Detroit Lions do? What did the Detroit Lions do? What did the Detroit Lions do? There's only two teams. There's only two teams in the 104-year history of the NFL that went 0-16. And guess, and I can name them both to you. And one of them plays in Detroit. 0-16.
All right.
So let's not act like.
Listen,
are we really?
Listen, you can give me all those historical artifacts all you want, and that's still not going to stop the Chicago Bears from being last place this year.
Okay.
I can't wait to see this.
Okay.
I'm gonna die laughing. So Marcus, I want to watch this. So if the Chicago Bears go 1-5 in their division, then what?
They're not. But see, they're not going to go 1-5 in the division.
Who they beating? You better not say Green Bay.
You act like you just act like they don't have a good team. They're a young team.
They don't have a good team.
Every year we have a up and if I would have told you last year that the Washington Commanders would be in the NFC Championship, the Washington Commanders, who had the number 2 pick in the draft with Jaden Daniels, that the Washington Commanders would be would be in the NFC Championship. If I would have told you that at the beginning of the season, would you believe me?
And I have more respect for the Commanders than I do the Chicago Bears. I have more respect for them than the Chicago Bears.
Did you have more respect for them? Did you have the Washington Commanders going to the NFC Championship? If I would have said that the Washington Commanders are going to the NFC Championship before the season started,
wait a minute.
you would have called me crazy.
Hold on. No, but I did have the Commanders going number 2. You might want to go check the receipt, sir. I said that the Commanders was going to be better than your Cowboys, and that happened, sir. Don't get it twisted, sir. I was on shit with your team last year. You can go back and check the receipt. You know that.
Going in second place in the division.
I was on show.
Second place in the division is not torched. Second place in the division is not the NFC Championship, bro.
Nope,
there's no way that you thought that the Washington Commanders.
Guess what 2 teams went to the NFC Championship? Those 2 teams out the East. They showed
that's what I'm saying. If I would have told you, no one thought that the Washington Commanders was going to be in the damn NFC Championship. So I'm telling you right now with Detroit.
I bet you thought the Detroit Lions was. Go ahead. But I bet you thought the Detroit Lions were. You did. Don't lie. You did.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So put some respect on their name while you sit up here front like they're going to sell it.
No.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. How many days we got till football? I cannot wait.
You got like 80 days.
Trying to bring up these damn Bears. The toilet seats. You really trying to pick up these toilet seats.
The Detroit Lions are about to have a letdown. I'm trying to let y'all know the Detroit Lions, they lost a lot. Do you think that the Detroit Lions got better? I don't think that they've got. What have they done to make that team better? They've done nothing to make that team better, in my opinion. And then you got a bunch of guys coming back from devastating injuries. Your entire coaching staff is gone. I'm not giving the Detroit Lions and in that division, that I think is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. I'm not giving no. I'm just not. I think Jordan Love. I think he's pretty damn good. We don't know what JJ McCarthy. Look, you got JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy hasn't taken a snap
in the division, by the way. Get ready because Green Bay is winning that division, by the way.
JJ McCarthy has not taken one snap in the NFL. We're just going to put he's coming off a torn ACL and hasn't taken a snap in the NFL. And we're just going to say that the Minnesota Vikings are going to stop it.
Who's Minnesota's backups? Who's Minnesota's backups?
I don't know. But they said no to Aaron Rodgers. We're going to roll with JJ McCarthy. And you think that the Minnesota Vikings are just going to keep being good with basically a rookie quarterback that's coming off a torn ACL? You go right ahead.
Oh, no, sir. I didn't say they was going to be great. Don't put them words in my mouth. What I said is that they ain't going to be bad as the Chicago Bears next year. That's what I said. Don't get it confused. What I said. Again, Green Bay is winning that division. You can. I'll put a hoodie on that. You want to put a hoodie on it?
We're gonna put all our faith in Matt LaFleur. We're gonna put Matt LaFleur, who crashed.
Matt LaFleur is giving. Hold on, first of all, before you start fronting on my coach, sir, my coach is better than yours by a mile. And been better than yours by a mile.
We'll see.
Matter of fact, you can't even beat Matt LaFleur. You can't even beat Matt LaFleur at any point. So I don't know why you sit up here, Matt LaFleur, and sir. Last I checked, Matt LaFleur put up 13 win seasons in a row. Last I checked, Matt LaFleur has been in the playoffs more times than he haven't been in the playoffs, sir. Last I checked, your team would want Matt LaFleur if he was on the hot seat. If Matt LaFleur right now was a free agent coach, Brian Schottenheimer wouldn't be your coach. Quit lying. They would have got Matt LaFleur. Yeah. You heard what I said?
No,
you heard what I said?
We could have got whatever coach. We could have went and got Ben Johnson. You know why we wouldn't get? You want to know why we wouldn't get Matt LaFleur? Because Jerry ain't paying no wow. Because
right, exactly with his cheap ass. All that damn money is cheap ass.
He ain't paying for no coach. He could have went and got Belichick, man. He could have went and got Belichick.
He gonna be a cheap ass. I see what's going on. You ain't slick. Listen, sir. Caleb Williams better prove it. He better prove it. All that damn hype he had. He better prove it. He better prove it this year. This shit gonna be right in the cellar again. I'm going to predict it. The Chicago Bears going to be in the cellar again. Just like I said, the Bengals ain't making the playoffs. Chicago going to be right in the cellar again. Yep, I'm calling it. And Trevor Lawrence, it might be time to sit Trevor Lawrence down. He might have to find a new occupation after this year because they damn sure bet not keep him if he go boo-boo shit again because that's probably what's going to happen this year. He's going to be
They ain't got no choice. They ain't got no first-round pick. They ain't got no choice. They ain't got no choice.
Well, he better prove something. Them two. No I agree with the top two. I agree with the top two. I agree with them top two. James Cook should be up there too, though. James Cook should be up there.
I think you need to put Herbert up in there. I think you need to put Herbert second year with Jim Harbaugh. They done went out and got him a running back and Omarion Hampton.
You got to win a playoff game. You got to win a playoff game. They didn't win a playoff game last year.
How was Justin Herbert not on this list? Trevor Lawrence has one win against Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert has 0 playoff wins. I don't know how he's not on this list. And you're making $55 million. Time to give Lawrence an old yellow treatment. Golden will have a good year. I guess he's talking about Matthew Golden, I guess. Torch, we're already at 2 hours, man. Let's shut it. Let's
You know what's so funny? We have fun all the time with this. I just want to mention 2 things before we get off this show. 2 things, because it's almost the midnight hour. 2 things, and I'm gonna put these up. Number 1, so obviously OKC won tonight. They up 3-2. Tyrese, Marcus, what did I say last show about doing this comeback to bite you in the ass? Didn't I say this about putting up the choke sign? Didn't I say that when he did it against the Knicks, Tyrese Halliburton? Didn't I say that? Dude, just because you thought Reggie Miller thought that shit was cool, sir, that stuff like that comes back to haunt you, comes back to bite you in the ass. Y'all literally gave up game 4. Y'all could have put up 3-1, and y'all literally gave that game up. And now Look at the Thunder up 3-2 on your ass. Y'all better win these last 2 games. I'm telling you right now. Don't make me look bad. Y'all already making me look bad now because I picked y'all to win. Now, that's number 1. Number 2, WNBA. Caitlin Clark is back. She had a phenomenal game. I got to put this out there on the show. Caitlin Clark. Phenomenal game. 30. She showed her ass. Natural born ASS. All right. Give her props for that. There's other players who have shown their ass this week too. Angel Reese. Yeah, I talked so much shit about her. She recorded a double-double, triple-double. Okay. There's only 2 forwards to ever. A matter of fact, I think she's the only forward to actually record a triple-double. She's the first forward to a triple-double. Sabrina Ionescu is the first guard to do it, and she did it in 6 games. So why do I keep seeing the media putting out here that Caitlin Clark is the first one? No, she's not the first one. Legitimately scored a triple-double. Okay? Fastest. See it right there. Look at the post. Look at the post, Marcus. Fastest guard. Sabrina Ionescu. Fastest forward. Angel Reese. Okay? And Angel taking everything y'all doing and making money off of it. Did you see this today, Marcus? With Angel Reese?
No.
She trademarked these idiots saying that the me bounds shit, saying that she always get her own rebound.
Yeah.
She trademarked it. Yeah. Which means now when you idiots use it or say anything, she get paid. She getting paid for it. She getting paid for it. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, all that. She getting paid. Y'all fools. Keep talking stuff. These young ladies is not stupid. Y'all keep okay. I'm trying to tell y'all. Ladies is not stupid. Y'all keep fronting on them. I also will tell you this. After what I saw Angel Reese in this distributing the basketball game, I tell you what, if Chicago's smart enough to go actually get some players who can actually score the basketball, and you put her in that type of role, Angel Reese might be able to get triple doubles all the fucking time. I watched her in high school, and she was good at distributing the basketball. I think that they done found something with this whole her distributing the basketball thing. Don't expect 20 points from Angel Reese. Get your 10 to 15. You're the best rebounder in basketball. Now distribute the basketball. You know who that sound like, Marcus? Who that sound like? Who that sound like? Who that sound like? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. If you get to having Angel Reese distributing that basketball as such, Angel Reese gonna have a couple more triple doubles. Watch what I tell you. This ain't gonna
mess around and have a triple double like Ice Cube on a good day.
Man, I'm trying to tell you why they sitting up here fronting on this girl. They fronting on her so hard. She is the most hated player in damn sports right now. Angel Reese, by far, most hated, and it's crazy. That girl is gonna end up. I'm telling you right now. And people like, oh, well, she should focus on her game. She has. Listen, you guys do not understand, and this is what we was trying to tell y'all, and I'm gonna end the show on this. Marcus, they do not understand the Black plight or the Black experience. Black people are conditioned by design to do whatever it takes to survive. Angel Reese is not just a basketball player. She has multiple facets in which she makes her money, and in great fashion. So when people be like, oh, she should just focus on basketball. No, she shouldn't. Y'all complain that the WNBA don't pay her enough, yet she is a businesswoman outside. She owns a soccer team, a legitimate soccer team. She has multiple endorsements. She just fooled y'all into that me-bound shit. She fooled y'all with that. She done fooled y'all with that. Like, Angel Reese is going to be fine. She has plenty of time in her WNBA career to average whatever the hell y'all think she should average. But if that girl can put up numbers like that every game, she's going to have more than one triple-double. In fact, this ain't going to be the last triple-double she had this season. How about that? I'm calling it right now. This is not going to be the last triple-double she had this season. I watched Chicago. I watched the WNBA. I've watched it. If they use her like that, like they did the other night, watch what I tell you. This won't be the only time. And then we ain't gonna hear nothing. Caitlin Clark, phenomenal game. Sabrina Ionescu, phenomenal game. Paige Beckers had 35 the other night. Marcus,
you better put some respect on her name. You better put some
start
respect.
putting some respect on females' names. Ryan Howard had 36 the other night. That's Devon, one of Devon's favorite players, Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard had 36 the other night. She had 35 the other night. Caitlin Clark had 32 the other night. Nafisa Collar, phenomenal, putting up 30-plus points again. Putting up 30-plus. She averaged like 26 a game. Watch out. I'm telling you. Watch out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's getting more and more interesting by the minute. Stop hating on them, on these girls. Stop hating on them. Stop coming up with these bullshit narratives to hate and let these girls play and be great. Them motherfuckers wasn't watching it anyway. Now y'all want to watch. All right, Marcus, last thought before we go. Your last thought, sir.
We got a series in the NBA finals. We got a series, so that should be interesting. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. It ain't over till it's over. So, it was looking like Indiana was running off of that. You got to finish. We started off the show with what sport is it harder to win a championship? And this is why, with basketball, it's like you can make a mistake like that. You can make a mistake. We had 2 bad games and we still won. And these other sports, you get one shot, man. Football is one shot. So make sure y'all tuning in to Coffee Talk in the morning. I'll be talking about like 3 subjects tomorrow, and then Alphabet's football show coming back here. We'll probably start doing shows in August. We're working on some things over there. We're gonna have probably a new format and stuff like that. Some changes that are coming. But Alphabet's football show, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Get your Alphabet's football show merch, Rise Up merch. If you want a Rise Up T-shirt, get with me or get with Dre, and we'll get that to you, man. But just thanks for the support. We respect y'all. People who come out, we appreciate y'all. I know y'all got lives, families, wives, kids, so y'all still come out and chop it up with us. So we appreciate that.
Sure. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. It's another Monday Night Madness in the books. We appreciate it. Marcus, thank you again for coming out, of course. Doing what it do.
Gotta come out here with my dude, man, and chop it up. I saw Mookie Hawkins, and I'm gonna try to get Mookie Hawkins. It's kind of a dead time for football right now, but we might get some noise because these players, they got a month off. They got like 5 weeks off. That's a lot of time to get up into some stuff. Tomorrow morning, I'll be talking about Rashee Rice. The NFL says that they're not going to suspend him this year. I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Y'all tune in for that because some of y'all ain't going to like what I got to say.
You know what I said about it. You already know what I said about it. I've been saying it. So I already know what you about to say. I already know. Here you go. See? Mm-hmm. Watch tomorrow morning Coffee Talk. See y'all Thursday. All right, see y'all Thursday.